So today we will discuss about a class called URL in Java. It comes under java.net.star. URL, as you all know, is Uniform Resource Locator. It will give you the correct location of a document, a web page, or an image on the internet. And even together with giving the location, it will also give you information about which is the protocol. Okay, is it HTTP or HTTPS or FTP, whichever is the protocol that is used with respect to that particular resource. So that is what is URL. Now, before we going into details about URL class, let us see how will a URL look like. Now, when you browse, this is the normal way in which an URL will look like. So let's start from the left. So in the beginning, you might have HTTP. Sometimes it might be HTTPS. Sometimes it might be FTP. So whatever you have in the beginning, that is the protocol through which this URL is accessible. You call it the Internet Application Protocol. That is the first portion. And then you have the www, your W3, or the World Wide Web, your subdomain. And then you might have something like, I've just given a random example, example.com. You might have something called rajagiri.edu. This first thing which comes after your www, you call it by a name, main domain. It is called main domain. And then you might have something else which comes after your main domain. It might be .com, it might be .edu, it might be .gov, it might be .org. You call it the TLD, or the top level domain. And then you will have a category. Okay, the main category, like if you think about rajagiri.edu, you might have many categories like admission, academics, examinations. So all those first level divisions, you call it category. Those are things which usually form something called a keyword. And then in category, you might have something called subcategory. For example, if you think about rajagiri.edu, you might have admissions. In admissions itself, you might have MCA admissions, MSc admissions, MBA admissions, MSW admissions, and so on. You call that subcategory. Now, in the subcategory, you might have web pages, the .html or the .pdf or the .jpg or so ever. In some things, you will not have the subcategory. Directly in the category, you might have a web page. It depends upon how complicated your website pages are. Okay, so this is how a normal URL structure would be. You would have a protocol, then you will have a main domain, you call it the domain name, and then you will have the category or the TLD, and then you will have the main category, the subcategory, and the web pages. This is how a normal URL structure looks like. In Java, we have something called a URL class. Okay, now why do we have a URL class? Anyway, you have something called a URL to get all the properties of this URL, or I can say to get all the metadata. Okay, to get all the metadata of this particular URL, you have something called URL class. Okay, now as I told you earlier, URL class, it will represent a URL. It has a set of methods which are used to get information about a URL. Okay, it will give you all the metadata with respect to a particular URL. And how do you get it? You get it with the help of something called URL methods. Okay, you need not take down everything. I will share the PPT to you, and then we'll see a small program which we will be using all these methods. Okay, Now just look onto your screen. It's very simple. You have a method called get protocol. Now, one thing you need to notice is everything is camel case. Okay, you have a method called get protocol, which will tell you whether it is HTTP or HTTPS or a FTP and so on. Then you have something called get host, which will give you the host name. You will have get port. Okay, get port will give you the port number. In case you have several port numbers or the port number is not set, you will have an output of -1. Then you will have get file to return the file name. You will have get authority to return the URL authority name. Now, if you want to convert it to a string, you have a method called toString. Okay. Now, if you want to find out what is the query in that particular web page, you will have a method called getQuery. Now, if you want to know the default port number, you have something called default port, get default port. Now, to check between URLs, you have a method called equals. To get the content of the URL, you have get content. And to get the reference of a URL, you have a method called get ref. So these are the methods which are used in a URL class to get metadata of your particular URL. Now we'll see all that with the help of a small program. Let me take up my, okay. Amarnath, hope my screen is visible, my Eclipse page. Okay, I'll just take a new class. Okay, so I'll just have it as URL demo. URL demo. I'll even have public static void main. Okay. Okay. Hope things are, just a minute. Writing. Okay. Now, let us start writing the program. Now, whenever you do your URL demo, just like you do it in any of your networking program, please have it in a try-catch statement. Okay. So just finish off my catch business. I'll just write everything. Exception E. System.out.println E. Okay, so I've done with my try catch. Okay, I will write my code inside over here. Now, let's see how to give a URL. Now, URL, this is a keyword. Okay, now to use URL, I'll import my import java.net.star. Okay, so now I'm planning to make a URL. So I'll just give any name. Let's say U is equal to new URL, and then here you will have to give an URL name. Just a minute. I'll just copy a URL from my browser. Okay, I'll just take an Amazon, just a minute. Amazon. Okay, now I've copied up a URL. Okay, now see that when you write URL, copy it from your browser so that you get everything included together with your protocol. Okay, so rather than typing it, have a URL on your browser and then copy it over here. Now, Amazon.com is my URL. Now, let's see all the metadata of this particular URL. Now, if you want to get your URL printed, system.out.println, I'll just have lots of SOPs so that things are easy. Okay, that will do. Okay, now if you want to see the www.amazon.com, simply SOP you will not do. You have to convert your URL to a string. Okay, then only you will be able to see it as a string, www.amazon.com. So I'll just write over here, the URL is okay. So this is how you get to see the URL in Java, u.toString. This is to be converted to a string. Now imagine you want to see the protocol. You write the protocol is, the protocol anyways, it's HTTP over here. So I'll just, okay, and if I want to do the protocol, you write plus u.get protocol. You have a method for that. We did see that earlier. Okay, so this is how you get to see which protocol is www.amazon is following. Now imagine you want to see the host name. So just copy this. Okay, now if you want to see the host name is, okay, you have a method called u.getHost. You will be getting the host name. Similarly, if you want to see the port number, you have a method called get port, P-O-R-T. Similarly, if you want to see the default port number, sometimes both will give you the same answer, get default port. Okay, now you will get the default port number. Now if you want to get the query which is being running in this particular web page, query is get query, QUERY. Okay, now if you want to get the URL path, in the detailed path, the path is get PATH. Okay, get path. Okay, if you want to get the file in that particular URL, I should have gone into some inner Amazon. Okay, anyway, I'll just take another link, otherwise you will not be able to see the query. So these were the various methods we talked about. I'll just save it. I'll check my brackets. Okay, looks good. Okay, so this is how you get metadata of your particular URL. Okay, now I've run my program. I get my URL. Okay, I get the protocol. I get the host name. The port number is given -1. The default port number 443. Now all these I get null because I went for the home page. Give me a minute. Let me just go inner and then get another web page. I'll just shop some category in Amazon. Let me go to an inner page. Then only you will be able to see answers for the okay. Now I'll just replace this with another. Okay, I went for shop by category. I went for a random category which was there on my screen, the first option. Anyway, I'll save it. I'll run my program. Okay, now I get the query which was running over there, the file, the default path, okay, all that you will get. So this is how you get metadata of a particular URL. The only thing which you need to keep in mind is, in case you want to get the URL as such, you have to have a method called toString. You simply type you will not get it. All the others are very simple queries. Okay, so hope you're getting an idea about what is a URL class. URL class, it helps you to get the data or the properties of all the URL in a particular web page. Okay, so we'll write the program for downloading a page or an image or whatever in a given URL. So what I'll do is, let me just find out the URL of a particular file. Okay, so what I can do is, I'll just try getting a sample page. Okay, simple PDF. Okay, simple PDF for download. I'll just get a URL. Okay, a simple PDF file. Okay, Amarnath, are you able to see my browser?
Yes, ma'am.
So I just took a random PDF file. You can go for any file. I just went for the first one, which was there on my Google screen. I'm just copying it. It is a sample PDF file which tells blah, blah, blah. So what I'm planning to do is, this is my URL. Agreed, Amarnath?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is my URL, and it is having a .pdf, which means it is a downloadable file. It is a downloadable PDF. Now what I am planning to do is, I need this particular PDF. Okay, it is a 2-page. Okay, it is a 2-page PDF. This 2-page PDF, I want it downloaded on my machine. So this is what I want. So let's do a program for that. First thing what I'll have to do is, I'll just copy it. How much ever you copy and type the URL, it never comes correct for me. The best way is copy paste your URLs. That is the best way of doing URL programming. See that you copy paste it. Okay, now let's start doing the program. Okay, so we'll just we'll have a new one. Why do we want to go for the same one? Okay, so I'll have a new class URL download. Okay, from a particular thing, let's download something. I'll have a new program. Finish. Okay. Shall we start writing the program, Amarnath?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first, what you have to do, you'll create a URL. Let's say URL is equal to new. I've copied that that URL over there. So I am planning. Okay, just a minute. Import java.net. Okay, so URL is equal to new URL. Okay. So I have this particular URL in hand. Now, whatever is in that URL, I want to download it into my machine. So very simple. I need to read what all is there in that particular file, be it a PDF, be it an image, be it a doc file, whatever. The concept is the same. Whatever is there in that file, read it. So I'll just have an input stream. I'll have an input stream is is equal to URL dot. Now, to read what is there in the URL, you have a method called OpenStream. Now, in OpenStream, what happens is, you create a connection to the URL. Okay, you have a URL over there. You have a URL called africa.edu. So now what you are doing is, you are opening a stream so that you can do input in this particular URL. You're creating a connection over there. You are opening it, and all the things over there, you can now read or write or do whatever. So now what we have done is, we have created an input stream called is. That URL is now opened so that we can do our input output inside. No. There's a I'll do one thing. Instead of dot, each and everything I'll have to input. Okay, so now things are better. Input stream is dot. Now, what are you planning to do? Tell me, Amarnath. You have a file over there, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to. What do you want to do with that file? What do you want to do with that file?
To read that file.
And then
you don't
download it. And then where will you keep it? Where will you?
You hard disk.
you need to keep it in a location, let's say amarnath.pdf. Agreed? You need to keep it
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere. Okay. So for that, we will have a file output stream. File output stream. All what you're reading from there, you need to put it in your file output stream. So we'll just have OS is equal to new Control C, new file output stream. I'll just give a random amarnath.pdf. Okay. Now, whatever I read, that Africa file, it should now come into a file called amarnath.pdf. So, I'll just even import my java.io io.star, because I'm using my IO functions. Okay, so I'm having a file output stream called amarnath.pdf. Now my Africa file, this particular file, the whole content will now come into a file called amarnath.pdf. Now what do you have to do? You have to read each and every byte. Now when you do it through an URL, each and every byte in this Africa, it is copied and then it is written onto amarnath.pdf. Okay, each and every byte, it is copied from Africa file and it is put into this Amarnath file. Okay, so what do you have to do? Starting from the beginning of the Africa file, you have to read till the end of the Africa file. Each and everything you have to put it into the Amarnath file. So just a minute. So what I'll have to do is each and everything from the Africa file, I've got to read it from the beginning till the end. Every single byte by byte, I should copy and then I should put it into my amarnath.pdf. Okay, so let me start reading things in my file. So, how long should I read it? From the beginning till the end. As you all know, to get the end of the file, it is equal to -1. So I'll go on reading until it is not -1, until it reaches the end of the file. So just a minute, I'll just how long should I read it? I should read the entire length. So I'll just give an okay, length. Okay, I'll just have an integer int length. So how long should I read it? From the beginning till the end. So I'll read each byte while length is equal to is.read is not equal to int length. So let me just check. Well, length is not equal to. Okay, my errors, I'll rectify it later in case errors come up. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm reading each and every byte. Okay, I didn't do byte. So no, I just have a byte buffer. So I'll have a byte array equal to new byte. I'm having a byte array because reading happens through bytes. New byte, I'll just give a random number 2048. 2048. Okay, read B is not equal. Okay, so now I'm reading each and every byte, and what should I do? I should now write it onto where? Write it onto the Amarnath file. Now, the normal writing will happen like this, but when you are writing from a URL, there should be 3 arguments. There should be 3 arguments. What are those arguments? Okay, I'll just write it as 1, 2, 3 for the time being. Now, the first argument is nothing but the first argument will be the length of bytes. Okay, the second argument, it will be the offset. Okay, I'll explain everything. the second argument will be the, second argument will be the offset. First argument will be the byte. First argument will be the byte. And the third argument, it will be the length of the byte. Okay, so I'll just fill up things over here. So which means the first byte should be at the first offset. Okay, so I'll write over here. What am I planning to write? I'm planning to write the first byte should happen in the 0th offset and then the length. Now, where will the second byte be? Second byte should be at the 0th offset of the second byte for a length of 2 characters. Third byte also should be at the third byte. Third byte means with respect to the third, it is the 0th offset. Okay, so these are the arguments which will be taken up. Okay, the byte, the offset, and the length. Now, you know, I've written down everything. Whatever I have now written on to what? Written on to amarnath.pdf. Each and every byte, the correct length, the correct offset, I've written it. I'll just close all my streams, is.close. I'll even do an os.close. I'll save my program. Here it was incomplete. Byte B is equal to 2048. Yes, tell me. Okay, I put things in a try catch. So now all what I've done is I've taken a particular Africa file and all the contents in the Africa file, I am planning to put it in the Amarnath file. Now before that, let me check where my file will get stored. Okay, just let me get the path because then I'll have to search in that path. C program. Okay. Karnam avadeyana Amarnath poi kedakkan povunnathu. Anyway, we'll see that. Now let's run the program. So I had an extra bracket, that was the error. You can either have a try catch or you can have a throws exception. Now let's see. Okay, I gave an easier path because my file explorer somehow couldn't work. So I gave a direct path. See, I'll just give Amarnath back over here. Amarnath. Okay, I'll save my file. I'll run it. Okay, looks good. Now let me check my C colon. Let me check my C colon. I assume you can see my Explorer. Can you see my Explorer?
That's fine.
Okay, so I'll check my C colon. Yeah, I've got an Amarnath. I'll open up my Amarnath. Yeah, the same thing which we saw. Isn't it, Ruben? This is what we tried downloading, right? A 2-page PDF.
No, I can't see it.
Oh, just a minute. I'll just share the PDF. Okay. Amarnath. Look here, amarnath.pdf. I hope you can see it. This is what we tried downloading. Okay, so I'll take back my program. Now, this is how, given a URL, how you can download. It can be a PDF, it can be a JPG, it can be a doc, whatever you will be able to download in Java, provided you just have the URL. Is that fine? Okay. Now you can try downloading images, everything using Java programs. The URL class will help you